All right. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Awesome. Awesome. Fantastic to have you here. Today, we are going to go over scheduling out our social media for the month of August. Once again, Keller Williams came to us through outfront.kw.com, which is our digital magazine. If you have never visited Outfront, I recommend that you do so, and it will ask you if you want to get the monthly or the weekly emails from them, where you will get wonderful content like this shared with you in your email. You can also find this content on KW Connect. So if you go to kwconnect.com, like so, on this home screen here, we will have a scroll at the top. And so this is actually the second of the scroll right now. So it will take you into the same article. I do like subscribing to Outfront though, because we automatically get those emails. We might not always remember to go to KW Connect. So that's just a quick tip. And they usually push these out. You can see this came out on July 26th, right before the next month starts, so that you can get yourself set up for the following month. So before we get started, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Are we good to go? All right.
I think I'm good.
Fantastic. So we'll look through this article. Maintaining our social presence is essential to growing a community around our brand. So we have to remember, a lot of you were in boot camp. We talked about NAR's home buyers and sellers trends report that comes out every year. And Gen Z was introduced for the first time in 2020. A small percentage, 2%, right? But as we move forward, they're going to more and more build out our buyer and seller profiles. So how do we reach Gen Z? Definitely going to be through social media, the use of social media. So we definitely have to have our presence there. Same goes with millennials and Gen X. We're going to talk a lot today about posting on Facebook, and a lot of them are there. So it's really important that we have a presence, right? And coming up with content constantly and having to think of these ideas on your own is not the easiest thing in the world unless you're just a super creative person, which Monica Perry is not. So I'm very thankful that KW pushes this out. I also want to keep in mind for you guys, these are ideas and guidelines, and you'll see as I show you what I've got scheduled to go out on my Facebook posts, I'm not following this to a T, right? Because remember, I only do referral business. So there are some of the things that I didn't want to share like a regular agent would. So these content ideas are just that, they are ideas. If there's one that you don't like, if you're not into the power of affirmations, post something else that day. We have a lot of quick designs that can come in and take the place of that day of content. I get a lot of people that ask, do I have to post something every single day? No, you can do whatever you want to do. It's your business. They're just giving you ideas of things that you could post every single day. And we're going to get started looking at those now. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward to today. So today, brag a little bit and show an under contract property with a graphic from Designs. I don't have an under contract property right now because I don't sell houses anymore. I only do referrals. If you have an under contract property, that's fantastic. What I chose to do instead is to post, let me get down to today, one of the quick posts. Why should you get a mortgage or refinance with Keller Mortgage, right? And the reason that I chose to post this is because we did refinance with Keller Mortgage. And guess what they did yesterday? They called us and said, hey, we know that you just recently did your refinance, but I think I'm going to be able to get you a little bit lower interest rate. Would you like me to go ahead and start that paperwork for you? So they're going to get us down to 2.75%. That's huge, right? So to me, I wanted to post something for Keller Mortgage. Always remember that we do have our own link for Keller Mortgage as KW agents. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is my agent identifying number at the end of this web address right here, and it takes people directly to my branded Keller Mortgage page. So you see my email, my phone number, my photo, and they can apply or shop, and Keller Mortgage knows that they are connected to you as the agent. So just remember, in order to use Keller Mortgage, the house has to be listed by a Keller Williams agent, one, or you have to be working with a Keller Williams agent as your buyer's agent. That's the second option. Or three, if they want to do a refinance, they have to be sent to Keller Mortgage from a Keller Williams agent. So make that agent be you, right? No reason not to do that. So I'll take a look and show you guys what this looks like on my Facebook page. Get in there. And I purposely have this many tabs open. I'm not crazy. It's just different stuff I wanted to show you guys today. So let me find Winston-Salem, Forsyth County Real Estate. And you can see, this is my business page. And there is that post. So it goes straight to your business page. Now I get a lot of people that say, well, I want to post everything to my personal page, right? Well, we have to post to our business page first through command. That's for branding reasons, keeps you protected. So make sure that you have your Facebook business page set up and connected to command. You cannot just connect your personal page, number one. Number two, you can still reach everybody that you're friends with. So I think I have maybe, I don't know, 90 people or something that like this business page. And I have, I think, 2,000 friends on Facebook, right? So I let it go to my business page first. And then if it's something that I really want to push out to my personal page, when you're here, you can come up here in the upper right corner. It says right now I'm interacting as Winston-Salem, Forsyth County Real Estate. I can drop this down and change to acting as myself, as a person. And then I can come down and share. And when I share this, it's going to share it to my news feed, my story. I can send it to somebody in Messenger, share it to a group, a page, or share it on a friend's profile, right? So you can still turn around and share this stuff to your personal side of Facebook. I just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know that. Does anybody have any questions on that piece? We all good?
Good to go.
Fantastic. Okay. So let's keep on keeping on. So there you go. I did not post exactly what it said there. So encourage clients to stay connected with neighbors and aware of events. Consider starting your own Facebook group to connect your community members. Now, we already have a Facebook page for my neighborhood. If your neighborhood does not, or your area does not, I strongly recommend that you start one where you're talking about what's going on in the neighborhood. And that way you're the leader of that community and everybody's going to know who you are within that community. So again, I didn't have the option to do this. I just did another one of those quick posts for tomorrow. Okay, so let me get out of my designs applet there. So tomorrow, I have one of those quick posts again. It's kind of funny. What does selling your home and putting on sunscreen have in common? If someone doesn't have your back, you're going to get burned. So that's what I have going out tomorrow. So these quick posts, you can see them here on the right-hand side of the window, right? If you don't like what you see here on this side, that's okay. You can click the shuffle button and you'll get a new set of content. Just disregard this top one. That's a leadership post. But you'll see the neighborhood videos, bad joke alerts, Keller Mortgage ideas, and you can click shuffle again until you find something that you want to post. And posting these is as easy as, I'll say that I like this one. I'm going to click this little teal arrow, go forward, and it made that post for me. Things that are hot right now, right? Succulents, cryptocurrency in the Northern Hemisphere, okay? If I don't like what this verbiage says, there is a shuffle button here, but I'm trying to keep this quick. My Market Center logo is already here. If you do not see yours, you have the opportunity to upload it here. And if you don't have it saved to your computer, you have a link to get to Market Center logos where you can just look up your Market Center. Including your ownership statement just means that mine will say each office is independently owned and operated down here in the corner. And I can choose to schedule or publish immediately. And I think I already published through the 11th, so I'll choose the 12th. And where do I want it to go? If you have multiple pages like I do, that's great. If you've connected Twitter, as long as your text limits, see, it tells you that post text is limited to 280 characters for Twitter. So I can't post this one to Twitter. So I can just select my Winston-Salem Forsyth County page, deselect Twitter. Everything looks good, and schedule. And if I wasn't talking to you, that would have taken me 10 seconds to accomplish, right? If I wasn't going through and showing you the buttons. So I'll show you one more where I'm not actually talking to you, and you can see how fast it goes. Let me shuffle one more time to find one. I'm just going to click that. I'm going to go for the 13th. And then select this, that, unselect, schedule. Done. Right? So if you're sitting down and trying to schedule this content out for a whole month, you can use some of these quick posts to make it easier. So quick posts are pretty self-explanatory, but I did want to make sure that you guys know that they're there. I did go through and actually create some content, and so that's what I'm going to move into next, pending that no one has any questions on the quick post. Good? Awesome.
Yep, I'm good.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's see. Spread the
I had
love.
a question.
Go
I
ahead.
threw it in the chat.
I'm sorry.
When you do the shuffle,
Mhm.
the ones that you have already used to post and schedule, are they automatically removed from the shuffle?
Not necessarily. It depends on how many they have active at the time. And the shuffle when you're on this page here is shuffling some stuff. But keep in mind that, like, if you really like this front exterior of this home, but you don't like the verbiage, you can click forward because you like this picture, and then you can come up and shuffle the content up here at the top if you want to see something else in the content.
But the algorithm isn't set up to pull that content once we use it so that we don't accidentally use it 60 days from now.
Correct.
Okay.
Not yet. Good? Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so this next idea said spread the love and highlight a preferred vendor. If you don't have any preferred vendors yet, you might want to choose to do something else. I do have several preferred vendors that I like, one of which is Matthew Young with Geico. So all I did was go to Matthew Young's business page on Facebook, and I got this picture and saved it to my computer. And I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to edit the post so you can see it. There we go. So I just took this picture off of his Facebook page, saved it to my computer, and said, I want to take a moment to shout out one of my favorite preferred vendors, Matthew Young with Geico. He's a wonderful partner for the last 6 years. He's always here to help my clients and lend a hand with our community outreach, because he is both in Greensboro and Winston-Salem. So I'm giving Matthew a little love on Thursday, I believe. I just popped that picture in here by uploading from my computer, right? I just uploaded the computer picture where I'd saved it right here and typed in my text right there. And then I came down and scheduled that post. And it's even telling you the best days to post are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. So should you not want to post on should you not want to post on every day, they recommend that you're posting on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. I accidentally took my logos out. Let me get that back real quick. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and reschedule that post and say yes. All right. So that is one idea that you can do. Encourage interaction with a poll. So what I did in lieu of this one is I shared an article from my Homekeeper, which we get for free as KW agents, my Homekeeper blog. If you wanted to do an interaction with a poll, I know I see a lot of agents doing it. You know, do you like this kitchen or this kitchen? Do you like this backyard or this backyard? This front door color or this front door color? You can get 2 different pictures of 2 different houses and do a Facebook poll with that. Does anybody have any questions there? Good. All right. Read a great book or article lately. Share your favorite reads with your friends. So what I did for this one, I'm currently reading the Motivation Manifesto, courtesy of Jason Abrams, suggesting that on one of our calls recently. So I just said, I'm currently reading it. Have you read this book? If not, you can go to Amazon and buy it on Kindle. And I did let them know that it's not an affiliate code or anything. I'm not making any money from the link, but I think this is a really good book that could be beneficial to a lot of people that I know. So I chose to share this book. And to get the image, all I did was go to Amazon. I looked up the book. I right-clicked the cover. I saved the image to my computer, like so, and there it is. And I added it to my post right here with my own verbiage. So that's all I did for that one, right? So you can see, pretty self-explanatory. Keep working through. Do I want to share my story about what made me passionate about real estate, or do I want to post something else, right? Completely up to you. The Homekeeper blog that I posted, if you go to Homekeeper and you have not yet created an account, you get one for free as a KW agent. They do have blog content here. So I literally just picked the first one. I hit the forward button like so. I let it open and up right there. It's branded to me because I set up my profile on Homekeeper. I right-clicked this picture and saved it. And then I took this link right there and copied it and put it into my social post. Our awning's making a comeback. Read all about it here. Link to the article. When they open the article, they stay branded to me on that left-hand side of that article, right? So consistency and branding there.
So this is all going to your business page.
That is correct.
And then
so,
do you share everything from your business page, your personal?
I don't share everything, but I mean, we're not always going to be right there at our computer, right? So if your intention is to share every single thing to your Facebook page, I would recommend that you make your posts come at a time of day that you intend to be somewhere where you can share it, right? If that's what you're wanting to do. One of the biggest lessons I've learned, because when I was actually selling, I was all over the place. I was not structured. I was not scheduled. It was not a good thing. Now I'm ridiculously scheduled. I have everything color coded. I know exactly when I'm doing everything. And especially when you get pulled in every direction as an agent, it's just hard to do that. But the most important thing I learned was to use timers. So every time that I have something that I have to do, I have a timer on my phone that says in 5 minutes, you're supposed to be sharing this on Facebook, going to this meeting, teaching this class, whatever it is. Because the thing that we lose when we go from high school to college is what? A bell that tells us where we're going. When you're in high school or in every grade below that, there's a bell that says, you've got this much time to get to class, and a bell that says you are now late, right? And so I've created myself a bell with my cell phone. All agents are going to have their cell phones on them all the time. So set yourself bells to remind you what you're supposed to do. So if you want to do that every day, just try to make sure that your post comes at a time where you have the opportunity to make that share. Right? Just be very intentional in your scheduling. Any more questions on that part? We good? Good. Awesome. Okay, so you can see here on my homepage up at the top, it's showing you all the times that I have scheduled for posts to go out. I'm currently looking at the week view. Can also look at my month view so that I can see what I have scheduled. Now, using this is great. If this is too much for you right now, that is okay, right? I do have an agent that I'm very close to. In fact, she is the reason that I came to Keller Williams in the first place, Miss Wendy Taylor. And Wendy does the same thing every week. Motivation on Monday, recipe on Wednesday, funny on Friday, except in the month of October, she does Freaky Friday, where she posts something scary in the area. Like we live in Winston-Salem, Old Salem's haunted, just any local type scary stuff that she can find to post. That is her social media. Now, that does not mean just listed, just sold, under contract in 24 hours, open house this weekend. All of those are more impromptu as they are happening type posts. I mean, I guess if your open house was not this Sunday, but next Sunday, you could sit down today and go ahead and say, or even this Sunday, because it is only Tuesday, and schedule some posts out that are saying that you have an open house coming up. But those are going to kind of come as they come. What we're talking about here is scheduling just content, not advertisements, not listing pushes, not that kind of stuff. Just plain old content, because people will get tired of, look what I just sold. Look what I put under contract. Do you want to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Happening over and over and over again. So what this is doing is softening you as a person and making you more interesting than just a used car salesman type vibe, right? Which traditionally real estate agents do get that stigma attached to them. So we're trying to overcome that. I can't remember what movie I was watching the other day. I feel like every movie that has a real estate agent in it, they're a bad person every time. So let's combat that. So that being said, power of affirmations, I did do that. Leslie Francis is in our waiting room. So we pulled her up. Let me get back here. So I did do the power of affirmations. And where it says here, share the power of affirmations with your client and ask them what their affirmations look like. When you click through on these, it's actually taking you to other articles, right? 10 affirmations that can help you crush your limiting beliefs. If you feel like your clients would find this, or your sphere of influence would find this helpful, right? Ready to get started? Here are 10 short affirmations that can help you. Bonus mindset, bold laws. This might also be good if you're friends with other real estate agents. They'll be like, wow, this person's so insightful. I need to have a conversation with them, right? So that's really cool that they give us these additional articles. Again, I just copied that link. I went into post. What day was that? On the 9th. And I said, I never believed in the power of affirmations until I found myself at KW. Truth. Do you practice affirmations? What did they look like? Comment below. And then here's that article if I want them to be able to read it. Now for this design, all I did was go into designs, into the designs platform here. And I found under social, because that's what we're doing, is posting on Facebook. I went to social and let this load and go ahead and close some of that out probably. I went to leadership and I went to bet on red. There's so many designs in here and they had these quotes. So I just took this quote design. I inserted my favorite affirmation from this list as a quote. my life is overflowing with opportunities, and I use that as my design, right? Pictures definitely catch more attention than just text, right? So I made that a graphic, and then I added that article link and scheduled that post to go out. And you can see you're going to get your metrics down here, right? So you'll be able to learn over the course of time, what are people more engaging with? You know, are they engaging more with stuff that's funny? Are they engaging more with stuff that's motivational? Are they engaging more with my just listed post? And whatever you see that they're engaging with more, do more of it, right? To a point. So this will allow you to learn kind of what they are liking, right? And what's getting some attention. Highlighting the current situation in your neighborhood with the neighborhood snap graphic. I'm going to show you guys how to do that in case you don't know. And I'll show you first what it looks like. So that was for the 11th. Nope. Hold please. What day was that for? The 10th. My bad. The 10th. So here is that neighborhood snap graphic that you can make in designs, right? I just said, hey, Old Sherwood Forest, our neighborhood is hot. Are you thinking of selling? We have buyers in the wings ready to make an offer. Home prices are up, way up. Send me a direct message for more information. And home prices are in fact up because I'm never a huge proponent of cost per square footage, but the difference on this neighborhood snap, $152 per square foot. When I bought this house in 2015, $93 per square foot. Right? That's huge. $93 per square foot versus $152. That is a huge difference, right? So to make that graphic, you're also going to be in designs. And in the article, I think it even says, let me go ahead and get rid of this in Homekeeper. We did that. It takes you straight there to the neighborhood snap. You can just click on it. It takes you straight into designs. If you're not logged into Command, it may make you log in at this point, but it's going to load you up and take you straight into the designs platforms to the neighborhood snaps, right? So if I say that I like this one, I can click use. Again, if you're in a rural area, you may not have a lot of neighborhoods established by next door. So maybe you need to do this by a zip code. We can't do it by city. We can do it by zip code or neighborhood, right? So once I'm here, I'm going to click on this snapshot. It is a whole long graphic right here. I'm going to come over to my left and click KWLS. I'm going to switch myself from listing to snapshots. And I'm going to search for the neighborhood. So I already did mine today. Let me look for Buena Vista, Winston-Salem. And yes, I intentionally said Buena Vista. I know how to speak a little bit of Spanish, but that's how you say it when you live here in Winston-Salem. So we have several different ones that get called Buena Vista here, but make sure that you're picking the one that's correct. So I'm going to drop this down. It's going to take it a minute to load the data. So we'll give her a second here. And there we go. There it is. That's the long one that I'm replacing, right? So I've clicked this one in the design. I'm going to come to the left and click the replace image button with the snapshot of choice, replace. And then I do need to change this to say Buena Vista instead of Barton Hills. There's my logo. I'm going to go ahead and click that and replace it with my logo by doing the same thing, recycle. If I had clicked it right. Click, switch, boom, right? So you'll see they're up even higher, but their days on market are a little bit higher as well because they are a higher price point. So it takes a little bit longer for those to get sold. Still, average price per square footage, that's high. 6 listings total pending. So it shows you that there's a lot of activity going on and that stuff is going under contract a lot faster than it's hitting the market, right? So there you go. You just save this as your neighborhood snap. And now when you create it in Designs, you don't even have to download it. And these things, again, this might be one of the pieces that you want to do it that day so that your numbers are as accurate as possible instead of scheduling it out. But I wanted to make sure that you guys saw how to do it. So there you go. I've saved it. I can click done in my Designs, and it takes it a few minutes to get ready. And then when you're in your social post, you create campaign, social post. I'm not actually going to post this one. So you would write something really nice here, like, hey, Buena Vista, look what's happening in your neighborhood, right? And then you can just choose to browse the Designs library. There's that snapshot I just made. And the first time I click it, it's probably going to tell me that it's not ready yet because the design is taking a minute. So just keep in mind, I just wanted to show you guys, it takes a few minutes for that design to get ready. But during that time, you see selected design was not ready to use, right? So just keep on typing your content out, get everything ready, get your logo in there if you need to. When do I want to get it published, or do I want to publish it immediately? Right? We can take a choice there, come down and take care of all this business at the bottom. And within a few minutes, you should be able to come back up and get it to add. So there it is. Square is the right shape for this one. So I'm going to leave it as is and click crop. And over here on the right-hand side, you'll see that preview. And the design itself had the brokerage logo in there, so I don't need it. I can go ahead and hit X on there and not add it since it was already in the design. And I can either post it now or schedule it, right? So that's a pretty valuable piece of information that you're giving somebody. If your neighborhood does not have enough data to generate that, that's okay. You can use zip codes. So just keep that in mind. There's neighborhood snaps, lives under listings. So let's try to do one with a zip. And if this information doesn't look correct to you and that bothers you, then don't use it, right? Choose to post something else that day. Or if there's just not enough data in that area, just choose to post something else for that day. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So again, we're going to come to KWLS. We're going to go to snapshots. And this time we're going to search by postal code. I'm going to do 27104, which I know and love, and hit enter. And I can do it that way. And I think the zip code takes even a little bit longer to load than the rest. There we go. Again, switch it out. Looking to sell in 27104. There's your metrics. Save it. Right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's high price per square foot too. 35 active and 75 pending. My goodness. All right. So pretty cool there. Nobody's in the chat. Does anybody have any questions on what you've seen so far? Yes, no, maybe so. Very good. Good. Okay. This one, for example, it says check out our new Buzz graphics and designs. I don't see those graphics, so I just chose to post something else. I actually created a post about the Y4C2Ts. I'll show you what that looked like. And if you don't know what the Y4C2Ts are, you should. You should know what they are and find out what they are. That is our, and you can see that was my draft post, and this is my live scheduled post. The Y4C2Ts are the way that we choose to do business at Keller Williams. And I did that on the 11th. There's actually a Y4C2Ts graphic in Designs, which I used. And then I just said in our office, we believe. And this is what that stands for, right? Win-win or no deal, integrity, do the right thing, on and on and on. So that's what I chose to post that day. If you have a new listing, great, show it off, August 12th. And here it is. I knew it was coming eventually. I knew it was coming eventually. I told y'all, Debbie knows how much I've talked about it. Get ready for the weekend and give TikTok a try, right? All I see on TikTok now, because TikTok does have very good algorithms, is a lot of real estate agents making posts on TikTok, right? That talking about capturing Gen Z, that is where you're going to find them. So if that's the niche you're going after, I highly recommend that you get on TikTok and start coming up with some content. Can I do a training on TikTok? Yeah, I can do that. TikTok is one of those things that's kind of, you can actually go to it on the computer. It doesn't show up as well as it does on your phone. What I want to make sure that you guys do on TikTok though is don't make it all real estate related, because that's boring. The posts that I see, they're just real estate, real estate, real estate. Not a whole lot of people like them, right? You can see the likes in the lower right-hand corner. I don't even know what my TikTok login is. I think I've been on there before though. So don't just make it, log in with username. There we go. Don't just make it, I sold a house today and that kind of stuff, because that's not fun. It's boring. You got to come up with something funny. I want to try to get in here and see if I can get in and show you guys a couple of TikToks. I think that's my username. Yeah. No, it's my name. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm addicted to TikTok, and so are my children. And our TikToks look different, right? But we get some of the same stuff because we all like animals, so we do see a lot of that stuff at the same time. There's all kinds of little funny stuff that shows up on here. A lot of stuff about dogs, because I look at a lot of stuff about dogs. But yeah, I mean, there's tons from real estate agents on here. I'm trying to find, I know that, what is his name? I just lost his name. He's a local agent. He's on there quite a bit, and his shtick is they go out to eat at a different restaurant locally every Wednesday, and he posts their experience with pictures. What did they order? What's the outside of the building look like? He's got little short videos on it. So that seems to get quite a bit of engagement on there. Trying to find his username. But in other words, keep it fresh, keep it, keep some humor in it or something like that. But yeah, if you guys want something on TikTok, it all started out being a lot of dancing and stuff like that. But I will tell you that I haven't found an agent yet that gets like millions of likes on here. So if one of y'all comes up being the person that makes that happen, I will be proud to say that I know you. You got to break through, right? So check it out. If you haven't already, check it out. Give like useful home tips or something like that, right? I see a lot of people get a lot of likes on that stuff. But yeah, give TikTok a try if you are ready for it. Pretty cool. Help your clients cool off in their backyard this summer with useful outdoor tips. They already gave you an article. There you go. You can take this picture of these little kitties swimming around and save it. Just right click, save it as a picture to your computer. Take the link from the story.
Hold on, when you right clicked it, it said save as web page complete. How do you save it as a picture?
Oh, did it? I didn't.
Yep.
Let me see if it'll let you. Screenshot it.
Thank you.
Yep. So I just took a screenshot of it. Don't mind your faces because they will show up in the screenshot at first, but I'm gonna crop it, I promise. My computer's like slowing down. There we go. So there you go. I just took a screenshot. Depending on your computer, there are different ways to take screenshots. And I'm gonna crop it like so. I could turn it into a square if a square is what I want, and just make it smaller like that and save it. And then maybe I want to take some of these tips. Keep cool and carry on. I don't want to post this whole article this time because it says at the top, right, you got to pick and choose. As you guide your clients through changes in the market, I don't want them to read the whole article. I just want to give them the tips, right? So then I'm going to go back into my social posting, create a campaign, social post, which is the free ones. There's that text. I've got to unselect Twitter because that's way too many characters for Twitter, right? So I can make it look a little bit neater. Water balloons, don't do it, y'all. Lord, my kids drive me crazy with those water balloons. They make a mess. I would delete that one out if I so chose. Everyone gets a chance of revenge, and then there's the next one, car wash. So give them a little separation there, and then we're going to upload that picture from my computer. We had it in my pictures and my screenshots. So you can see this takes a little bit of time to set up. Make yourself your favorite beverage, sit down in your office or wherever you like to do stuff. Go ahead and schedule out the whole month with content. And then the only thing that you have to think about doing is the impromptu stuff. I'm having an open house. I'm, this one under contract, this just listed, whatever. So all the content right there. Go ahead.
What time is the best time to post?
In the mornings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Like 8 a.m. or 7 a.m.?
I would say not that early. 9, 10.
Okay.
Right. And with the scheduling, you can do that. Right. And it tells you, because they're taking that, they're tracking what's going on, right? We have that relationship with Facebook that's allowing us to do all of this. And so Facebook's given us a lot of insights and all that kind of stuff, as part of that partnership grows, to make our posts better, to push them higher up in the algorithm and all that kind of fun stuff. And so as far as taking it from the business page and pushing it to the personal page, that's kind of two-sided. You're reaching a bigger audience and hopefully you're driving more traffic back to your Facebook page. So they clicked on that one specific thing. It took them back to your Facebook page and they're like, oh, look, he's got this article on here about awnings, or he's got something on here about, belief system that really speaks to me. And then they're there, and then hopefully they're going to like your business page while they're there, right? And make your life easier. I know the Y4CTTs because I have to learn them by heart for several years now. And I didn't feel like typing them all. So I literally Google searched Y4CTTs, and then I came here and I copied this text and posted it into my post, pasted it into my post so that I didn't have to type the whole thing out. Right. So invest in yourself, invest in your social media presence. If that's something that you want to do, this is your opportunity to dive in and do a little bit. If you're not ready to post every day, that's just fine. Pick some of these that you do like and Monday, Wednesday, Friday them, right? So there's a whole lot. This is easy for me. Share a meme or a photo of a cute pet. Bonus points if the neighborhood has a pet celebrity, a celebrity pet. I got it. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, so that's super cool. And video. I know a lot of you don't want to see yourself on video. Okay. And video is the way of the future. If you go on TikTok, you're going to be making a video of yourself. So if you're going to give this a shot, do it the same thing. Go on TikTok. There's filters. You know, there's all kinds of funny stuff on there that you can do to your video. If you're a dancer, if you're a singer, humanize it, right? Make yourself not just an agent. And you can make the video on TikTok and you can turn around and share it on Facebook with the link. I've done that in the private business page sometimes when I see something funny on there, like the one where they're pretending an apple is a new listing. And I thought it was hilarious because it was all true, right? It was very true. It was hilarious. So if you want to get into video, right, that's one way to do it. And the other way is always YouTube. And I will take this moment to bring up to you my favorite real estate YouTuber, Mr. Ken Posick, because I love him and I love his content. So Ken, if you don't follow him, is an agent in Keller Williams in Florida, in Orlando near Disney, right? And he makes a lot of video content. He chose a couple of years ago to get really, really into making this video content. So I'm going to show you quickly his first video that I ever saw because I thought it was great. But all these other videos that he does, best tacos, creating Disney magic, whatever it is to your area, use it, right? So he walks in and tours these multi-million-dollar Florida homes, even if they're not his listing. He asks permission to do it, right? He asks permission from the listing agent. They're getting extra coverage for their listing, and he makes videos on it, right? Best suburbs, best gated communities, what's life like in Orlando. He does do them for listings, but here's like $2.8 million lakefront home. So he does, as you can see, lots of video content. And the first time I saw him was at Mega Camp, which is coming up. I saw him speak on how he is using videos, and that's when I started following him on YouTube. And it was worth every bit of time because he makes some really great, content. And I'm wondering if he took down that original video, used to be his highlight video right here. So I guess he's changed it. But it's really funny. I want to show it to you guys. There, this is so funny.
Hi, I'm Ken Posick, real estate agent here in Orlando, Florida. And there's a few things that I'm just okay at, like juggling and playing the guitar. But at least I suck at tennis. And don't get me started on basketball. Hit me. But there is one thing that I am very good at, which is selling real estate. How do I know? Well, hundreds of my team and I's past clients have left us 5-star reviews on Google, Facebook, Realtor.com, Zillow, Angie's List, Yelp, and Google.
You already said Google.
I know. But you might say, well, Ken, do 5-star reviews even matter? Well, you wouldn't eat from a 1-star sushi restaurant, would you? Or get your haircut by a 2-star Karen.
Honey, sit back. Let me do what I do.
I don't think so. So give me a call today if you're looking to buy or sell a house anywhere in the Orlando area. I'll use my decade of experience to save you time, money, and we'll have fun in the process. I look forward to talking to you soon.
Right. So I just love his video content. I think it's really good. You can see he puts a little bit of humor in there in some of his posts. So if video is something that you guys want to get into, check it out. A lot of agents are trending that way, and it'll definitely help you guys to be the leader of the pack if you're doing it sooner rather than later. So definitely consider it if you think you would be good on video. And it doesn't have to be professionally done like his, right? Just take your iPhone, which most of you have. I'm an Android person. Go take some practice videos and get yourself used to it. Spread the word about an upcoming open house is another one on there. Answer common buyers' questions by using our buyer and seller FAQ article as a resource. That's valuable, right? This is another one. Probably don't share the article itself, share the content. So you could do 4 frequently asked seller questions as a post one day, and then you could do 4 frequently asked buyer questions as a post one day, right? And when you're doing this post, I would probably recommend sharing your website or your app URL within that post. So I hope this gives you guys some good ideas on what to start with. And again, post as much as you feel comfortable with, and then look at the metrics, because the most important thing, even though this isn't a money investment, your time is money. So think about how much time it took you to post it. Think about if you can improve the amount of time it takes you to put all the stuff together when you're ready to post it. I mean, a lot of the content's already here for you. And then see how much engagement you're getting from it so you can further target your efforts to what's getting the most interactions, which is going to push you forward in the Facebook algorithms. But if you guys were in the Winston-Salem office on the sales meeting this morning, the Caricos, we're talking about consistency is key. And bottom line, that is the truth. People have to like, know, and trust you in order to want to do business with you. And one of the ways that you can keep yourself in front of them is through social media. It is a free way to do it, right? It's a free way to stay in front of people. Can't be the only way, but it is one of the ways that you can continue to stay in front of people, right? So I'm not going to keep you guys any longer because you get the idea. Work through, see what you like, share a testimonial from a recent client, right? All kinds of things that you have that you can go through and try to do on Facebook. Does anyone have any questions before we close out, or anything that you want to see? No one?
I'm good to go, Monica. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Don't forget outfront.kw.com. If you go there for the first time, it will ask you if you want to subscribe to get Outfront weekly. I absolutely love getting those emails because none of us is going to remember to go every time and check KW Connect. So if you come here, you will get a pop-up that asks you if you want to schedule to get that email. And I also wanted to let you guys know, because of the new Keller Williams division, the new homes division that just came out, I went ahead and added that to my website for you guys up here at the top. That will take you directly to the KW Connect link to find out more about KW new homes. So I added that there after the meeting today. So I hope that helps you guys a lot, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
Bye-bye.